When you were like starting to get into your self-assuredness journey and you were like really, okay, this is something I need to work on. You're recognizing the difference in interactions with people in your real estate career. What tools, or what were the first steps you took around to start to work through the low self-confidence, self-assuredness you were feeling? You mentioned books and journaling earlier. Are there any other tools that were helpful? Love to hear about that part of the journey.
Yeah, I don't know if I would, if I could articulate a process beyond that, because it's still a process, right? And it's just this lifelong journey. I think the moment I was aware that I needed to elevate my level of self assurance, um, that was a good start. I think that knowing who I am, being comfortable in who I am. And I think especially in our 20s, we're like trying to figure ourselves out, trying to figure out how to make good decisions. I suppose one of the tools that I could use, and I did write about it in my book, was values. To take that time to actually articulate what is most important to you, what your real values are, because your values are kind of like, they're your compass, right? So how you make decisions, if it serves those values, then you're probably moving in the right direction. And I think a lot of the times what can happen when we're feeling low, it's because we violated something in our value system, right?
Mm. When you say values, you mean core values. What is a core value? Give me some examples for those guys who don't know.
Okay, here's an example as I'm talking. A lot of times, we make our decisions based on money, especially if you're in a business, if you're in sales, if you're in something that drives you, or like if you lent money to a buddy, it's like, and you get in a fight about it because he didn't pay you back, or I don't know what the situation might be, but sometimes we place more value on money than we do on our relationship with a friend. And how many times have you heard people, like marriages ending because of money? It's like, where's your value system there, right? And that's what I mean, is because sometimes, society, the ideas of success and what we feel like is we're supposed to be chasing, because of what we see probably, and I don't really know how to describe society, but I suppose it's what we see on Instagram and Facebook and all of the things that we think we're supposed to care about, which, could be money and cars, and it could be all of those things. And they're not evil. Like I have a nice car. I do like money. I do like business success and all of those things. They're not evil, but they're not the thing to be chased. And I will not compromise them over things that I know are more important to me. So things that I know are more important to me are like my family. I remember watching a lot of agents, and when I first started, I was working at least 80 hours a week, usually more like 100 hours a week, and everything took a back seat to business opportunities, right? So if somebody needed to go see a house right away, I was on it. And I was an individual agent, so I didn't have a team, and it was harder to do that. And then my wife got pregnant, and I remember watching and hearing about all these people who said, well, real estate, everybody's divorced, and it's like that in every industry, to be honest. But but I did, right? Like don't just, it's not just realtors, it's everybody else. But we have an easy excuse because your phone can ring at any time. There can be an opportunity, and you can go make some money and just leave. But if business was truly the most important thing to me, there's no chance that I could still be married and have a great family and a great life, because they would have taken a backseat to it. And not to say that sometimes I don't have to, I've got to make sacrifices sometimes, because business is still important. It's still up there. But one thing doesn't have to cannibalize the other. I just have to get more creative on how to build a business where I could still serve my clients the way that I wanted to, and still have a great family life, and still take care of my health and all of those things, because they all complement each other in the right way if you figure out how to manage yourself and manage your schedule. But if push came to shove, and if it had to be a deal, or a money thing over a relationship, or whatever the case might be, I know what my value system is, and I know what I'm going to choose, right? So I can be confident in that. That's how I grow my confidence, is because I know who I am, I know what I stand for, and I know how I make my decisions, right? So, and as I mentioned, the root word FID in confidence is trust. So I know I trust myself. And I don't trust myself if I violate my values.